Hello, Internet. This is E. Schrodinger's cat, and I'm here with another episode of Foolcraft on the Escal85 Patreon server. Oh, burp. Good intro. Good intro. Best intro. 10 out of 10. 5 stars. Would intro again. I've been doing a little bit of stuff. It's been a while since we had a Foolcraft episode, because I was away in Minnesota for a wedding. But I did do a little bit of stuff in between. I don't exactly remember how much stuff was done last time I was here. I think I added a little more details to this here. I don't remember if this was here. I think it was here. I'm pretty sure that I was there. I don't remember. If I'm just going over stuff that I already did, well, such is life. You know, you get to hear it again. What I know wasn't here last time is I took a bunch of leaves and I hung them around, trying to get that garden feel, and I think it added a lot. I added them down here. This is a pretty cool angle. You're looking up here. I added these chandeliers hanging down from where the the sort of mountain floating thing here comes through the glass like that. And I wish it was night, so I could show you how it glows, but it's nice. It comes down here and looks a little bit like a butthole, but that's okay. And it kind of hangs down here and illuminates the sides. It doesn't provide that much functional illumination, but it is quite cool, and it looks cool at night. And did I change anything else? Nah, just the leaves, more or less the leaves. I started a new pack, Simple Life, and that's pretty fun, very different. But let me tell you a story about my trip to Minnesota. It was quite the trip. Wedding was fun. Good to see old friends and all that stuff. But I'll tell you, airports frickin' suck. I hate airports. They're terrible. And everything about them is terrible. Flying is terrible. If you like flying, you're crazy. It's terrible, and I never want to do it again, even though I know that I will have to. It's terrible. The first time I got there, I had layovers both times because we couldn't find a reasonably priced direct flight from Massachusetts to Minnesota. So the first time I had a layover in Philadelphia that was only supposed to be an hour, and we had the first flight get delayed because the stairs to the plane were wet. Yeah, the stairs to the plane, or rather the tunnel thing that we had there, got wet. So we had to delay the flight by an hour. And in doing so, we had to change our connecting flight so that we had a 4.5-hour layover in Philadelphia, and that was super fun and amazing. I ended up between me and my brother, we were both going. We ended up using all of our high-speed data for the whole family. Just sitting in airports between the 5 days, streaming podcasts and videos. It was a time. So, but we got to Minnesota and it was great, and we had a nice time. Caught up with old friends and all that stuff. Got up to some shenanigans and all that, and then on the way back, our ride to the airport got there at noon, even though our flight was at 4. Because what happens is we left at the ass crack of dawn, basically. We left at the ass crack of dawn at like 5. We woke up at 5:30 so that we could get a ride away from the wedding venue to go back to my friend's house where all our stuff was. And where we waited then for a few hours until we got the ability to shuttle everyone to the airport. And then we waited there for 4 hours until our flight, which is at 4 p.m. And that went okay. That went fine. But when we got there, we got to the Chicago airport. And now the airport in Chicago is terrible. It is huge. It is gigantic. It is basically a small city. And we got there, and we taxied around the runway for like 45 minutes because we were stuck in traffic on a runway. And we finally got in. We finally got to sit down. I got to eat shitty hotel or shitty airport food for dinner and refresh my sugars, I guess. Then we find out that, and then we're sitting there waiting for the flight, and we hear over the intercom that our flight is going to be delayed. This is our second flight, hallelujah, so we didn't have to reschedule a connecting flight. But our flight was delayed because they parked the plane in the wrong place. And the plane needed to be moved from one side of the airport to the other side again because they put it in the wrong place. So that ended up adding another hour to our layover time, which was before the 3-hour flight that we had to go on. But we eventually got home. And we're here now. And I'm here making videos again. Thank God. Alright, we're back at the base. This was gonna be a building episode, but then I was watching a video where somebody made a mob spawner with a bunch of different, these spawners, where they were trying to spawn a bunch of different stuff, so they got like 12 different spawners, and I was like, I can do that better. Or rather, I would like to see if I could get the same system working, but with one spawner. I used to do this with Computercraft, where you would, have the system pull in and out based on code. But we don't have Computercraft, so the video, I think it was Escal's video solution was to have 12 different auto spawners, each with its own switch. But I'm trying to see if I can get the same functionality with one auto spawner by using conduits and different chests. So basically, what I've been doing up to this point is I have these chests with all these different mobs in them, and I've just been kind of going down here and going under here and swapping them out whenever I need to. And I don't know if you can toggle this with redstone. I don't think so. I think you need to do that by accessing the UI, but that's okay. We'll deal with that. I'll get a little passageway for toggling that. But the most important part is switching the mob in here. So my question and my exploration, I don't know if this is possible. I didn't try this, but I want to know if I can take I have these tiny chests, right? And these are chests that hold one item, mini chests they're called. And they hold one item, which is convenient because we only need them to hold one item. And so basically, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna see if I can set up a system where each of these holds a Safari net, and when I toggle a lever, it will pull out of here, put it into here, and then put the one that was here back into its associated tiny chest. I don't know how much luck I'm gonna have with this, but we're gonna find out. The first thing we need to figure out is whether an advanced item filter can filter these Safari nets based on their MBT data. And I'm assuming it can because, like, if we go to Insert and I put this in here, I get all these options: ignore damage, ignore MBT data, or match MBT data. I can talk good. So the question is, let's just... Alright, so I made a bunch of item filters, and basically I'm trying to figure out the best way to go about doing this. I think I'm gonna just disable these. I think these are all on extract, so these are the only ones that should insert. No, I don't want that. I want it to insert here, and I want to match metadata or dictionary, doesn't matter, whitelist, match metadata, match MBT, ignore damage. Let's just see this Safari net. Let's put this at a lower priority but put in the Guardian thing. Will you pull? And put here? Yes! Yes, that does work. That's great. That works great. Good, 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 good. The next phase of this plan is extracting from the auto spawner into the buffer chest. So what should this has no other exports, so I should be able to put this in here, and then active without signal, it gets pulled out, put in the buffer chest, and into the Enderman box. That's great. Excellent. That's fantastic. So what I want to do is set this to active with signal, and then I'm going to take these, this thingamajigger, and I'm going to, oh, I need a cable. I need a cable. Not cable, wrench. I'm saying cable. I need a wrench for the cable. That's why I was saying cable. Strong connect, like that. And a strong signal, color red. Basically, for the time being, I'm just gonna put it like that, just for this test. And I'm gonna do strong connect, and I'm gonna do strong signal in strong signal. And do I have wood? Let's see. Do I have wood? Let me just get a lever. Let me get a lever. Not one of those levers. Those are... I looked at them and I'm like, could I take them? No. Lever. I don't want to cannibalize systems just because I'm too lazy to go to my ME system. Stick. Dude, the number of times... I really should just put levers on Autocraft, but I only seem to need to get levers out of the system when I'm recording, and therefore cannot put it on Autocraft. Alright. We got a lever here, and I should probably craft more of those. I'm going to need a bunch. But down? Nope. Nope, I'm going the wrong way. Over here. And let's see. If I put this here, and I put a... this is right, and I put a... First, I need to get a Safari Net. Safari Net, and Safari Net. This will all make sense. This will all make sense eventually. Lever. And no more Safari Net. But let me in, you bet. This should be giving off a strong signal to this conduit, and it's not. Active with signal. It has a signal. Let's see. If I put... Let me, I have a couple redstone lamps. Let me see if I can, let me get those just to test. Where am I going? I'm not used to this space. I'm not used to this space. This has become quite the maze, this base. Next time around, I might plan it out a little bit better. Redstone lamp. Yep, I have those from when I made the other mob farm. The first mob farm that we did. Just have a few extra in there. So I'm going to come get this, and I want to see if this will actually... if this is actually transmitting signal. So if I put this here, and then I put it here, this is giving off a signal. So I don't know why this is inserting. I don't know why this is not pulling out of here. That's a little weird. Let me figure that out. Okay, when I put a redstone block here, it extracts. See? If I put it in here, and then if I put it back... But this is emitting a strong signal, so it should be passing the signal through this block. This block should be giving off a weak redstone signal, which should turn that on. Weird. Let me try... I have all this stuff here because the radius, or the area of the spawner is gonna spawn stuff down here. The -1 upgrade is actually not craftable, which is kind of annoying. It doesn't have a recipe. I don't know why that is, but I don't know. Maybe it was a bug or something. Let's see. Skystone, we can put that there. Let's see if actual redstone will point to it. Come on, work with me here. Boop. Yes, redstone will point to it. So if I then come around here, and I put this here, and then I connect the redstone conduit, it would probably have been a lot better if I had just done it on this side, and then I wouldn't have to tear down all my cable and break all my world and spend all of your time doing this. But oh well, such is life. I'll take this. Take that. Gimme that. And down. And where's my wrench? There's my wrench. And strong connect, enable. And somebody's calling me on the telephone. I'm so popular, it's probably a telemarketer, to be perfectly honest. Now, if I take the lever and I do this, this should enable the redstone, which should pull out of there. Let's grab that back. That was pulled out from before, so it didn't pull out now. Go. That's so weird. That's so weird. It has a redstone signal pointing right at it. That's so weird. Why are you not... when the block was here, it was fine. What if I put the redstone signal... this is just a long shot. This is a complete long shot. Just because I can't imagine another way that the redstone block would... strong signal and extract and nope. Okay. I know what we must do then. Okay. I guess redstone conduits are bugged, and this works. So, we vanilla redstone in it, at least until we get to where we need to get. Oh, that works too. Okay, so I guess the problem was, this wasn't, supposedly, when you click strong signal here, output strong signal, it should give this block, or whatever block, a strong signal, which can then pass on a weak signal to over here, or maybe it's because this doesn't accept a weak signal. Maybe it requires a strong signal. For those who don't know, when you give a redstone signal to a block, say this block, if you put this over here, wait, hold on. Okay, this is the best explanation in the whole wide world. So this redstone here, this is emitting a strong signal to, that was unintentional. This is emitting a strong signal to this redstone wire right here. If I put this redstone, if I put a block here, this block is receiving a strong signal. If I put a redstone lamp on the other side of this, which is receiving a strong signal, is sending a weak signal to this lamp. And basically that means that this lamp gets any of its functions triggered, but it cannot transfer redstone signal to this block right here. So it looks like the problem with our system was that this is not triggering on a weak signal. As far as I could tell, it is instead requiring a strong signal. So yay, we did it, I guess. Phase 3 is getting the Safari nets from the shiny chest to the auto spawner. Basically, and what I did was, this had a free import channel. It's exporting on the brown and importing on the blue. So I have this, and this is importing here. This brown is our export color. Green is our filtering color from the export, and blue is our importing color. So I moved these chests a little far apart because this redstone connects, if it's next to it. I know some vanilla wizard nerds out there will probably know how to set up a system where you can put chests next to each other and be more compact, but that is not I, and you can go ask them about that. So what I'm doing now is I need another lever. Not that way. Levers are not that way. They're over here. Come on, down the hole, freezing. Come on. Alright, go over here. There we go. Lever. Let's just get a bunch of frickin' levers. More levers than I'll ever frickin' need ever in the whole world. 64 levers. That's a hard word to say for me for some reason. More than I'll ever need, but you know what? We'll have them. And it'll be nice. You can set up a lever museum. So I set up a lever here, and this works. This will pull out any thing up here. I tested it. I won't do it again for you. But I basically... This is set up here so that this will extract whatever is in this mini chest when this receives a redstone signal. And I tested this, put it in here. I think I tested this. Let's find out if I tested this. And that put that in here. Yeah, it put it in here. So if I take that signal off now and I turn this signal on, it should pull this out like that. So now we can select which thing we want to pull out and which thing and when we want to change a new one. So the step of our process whenever we want to switch things is to pull out the old one via this redstone signal and to push in the new one via this redstone signal. So the next thing that we need to do is connect those steps. Phase 4 or 5 or whatever we're at. I moved this control panel over here and kind of outlined it in black or whatever because I ran out of stone and needed to fill it with basalt. So these, basically when one of these is triggered, this is going to trigger both this conduit here and this conduit channel down here. And these are different channels so they can send as 2 different pulses. This is, excuse me, I was trying to right click on the just nobody's cooperating with me today. This is going to trigger I changed this to gray, the extract from this function, the extract function, and this is going to trigger the insert function of the different chest which what did I just pick up? With the different chest that correlates to this here. So Guardians, at least right now, will be cyan, Enderman will be purple, and depending on which one you flick, it will order which one you want. But what we need to figure out now is the timing. So if I don't have any blocks. I got more basalt. There we go. If I set this, is this place like, no, other way around. This is a sequencer. Play, yeah. Strong signal. This is a sequencer. And I can set it to, when a redstone signal is received, loop cycle more than once. Ignore further pulses. So, what this will do, and when I hook it up to a repeater, and extend that pulse, to make sure that this has enough time to extract, because I've had trouble before. It sometimes take more than one tick for it to have time, especially on, maybe it works in single player, but on multiplayer servers it most definitely doesn't work sometimes. So the challenge here right now is firing this and then stopping this before this fires so that we don't get an import extract loop, because 1, that won't be very effective, and 2, it will be quite laggy. So this hopefully will extend it long enough. This we can bring, did I get more cables? Yes, I did. We can bring this like that, and I believe we just need to extend this pulse by a while. I don't know how long it'll be, it'll need to be, but we can set it like that. And I can't tell if this is I'm not used to using repeaters. We want it to come from this side. All right, and it goes that way, right, because it's got the arrows. Yes, I can vanilla. I know vanilla. Yes, indeed. So this should wait. Ooh, that's going to be a problem. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to need to have an input. Basically, I'm going to have a line of these where this pulse here is the cyan color, and its strong signal. It sends to these 3 repeaters, which hopefully, and whatever number of repeaters I need, which will hopefully trigger this here after this has already been extracted. Time to find out if this works. Oh, I forgot to click all the repeaters. Great. Good job. You gotta click all the repeaters, and you're coming with me. You're gonna come on this repeater adventure in which I turn all of the repeaters on because I forgot to do it while I was off camera. I was like, do I have everything done? Sure I do. Not these frickin' repeaters. Jeez Lord, now we're done. Good job. I have a line for each color right here, and I forgot to click strong signal too, because why would I remember to do that? Remembering things is for nerds, right? Come on, come on. Strong signal. Strong signal, strong signal. I forgot to do it on all of them. Okay, this is going great. What a great segment this is. Oof, come on. Were we almost there? Are we almost there? Yes, we did it. We did it, guys. We did it. So we have one line per color, and now it's just time to find out if this works. I need to put the safari nets. I have more lines than I have safari nets, or more safari nets than I have lines, but, oh, actually, no, I have exactly enough. Great. Perfect. I can add more. This is very modular. I can just add more of these lines that way, and same for these chests. It's pretty much infinitely expandable, which is the nice part about it. And then we put this in here, and this in here, and this in here. And so, right now, I don't know what's in here. What's in here? Currently nothing. But this is green, so it should be, we should get a skeleton in there. Let me just make sure this is off. Yeah, it's off because it has no mob essence. Okay, so it's not spawning mobs above me. Good. Where was I? I've totally lost my thought. Let's just try. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I don't really... Okay, this is on. Great. Great. And this is not in an export loop? Skeleton. Yes. All right. Now let's turn this off and turn this on. Is it going to get there? Skeleton. Okay. Interesting. What happened? Skeleton? The second one should be going to gray and brown. Let me see the problem. I'm an idiot. This hasn't been set to gray. So now, you shall work? You shall work, yeah? You pull out. Und skeleton. Why? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué you pull out? What did I do? I know what I did. This one was also not on the gray channel. So now, I should be able... I probably totally confused the system, so let's turn everything off. That's quite the stress test if I ever seen one. These levers are confusing me, because that one apparently goes to this one. But as long as... What is this? Brown gets triggered. Brown and... No. Ah! I figured it out! I was massively overcomplicating things. Well, the first thing, and this was actually the smaller part of it, is that I had this set to, I had it set to loop once because I didn't properly read it. Loop once is when a redstone signaler is received, loop the cycle once, ignore further pulses. I didn't read that last part. But, so I changed it to once 2, which is when a redstone signal is received, loop the cycle once, restart if a new pulse arrives. So what was happening is the first lever would work, and then subsequent levers would not work because it only received the signal once. The other thing, right. And I also extended this pulse because it was having some trouble pulling out, even though this is fully upgraded. I guess the conduits probably ignore pulses if they're not long enough, I guess. So I don't know what's the deal with that, because that's fully upgraded. It should pull out faster, but it doesn't. Whatever. Problem solved. The other thing was I was trying to do this thing with repeaters and sequencers where I was trying to have one pulse be the toggle for this, and it was running into the same problem, and I just found that and I just realized that it was super unnecessary, because this signal can stay on, because this, when there is a thing in here, one, it can't put any new Safari nets in, because there's only one inventory slot, and two, this chest will be empty anyway, so there's nothing that it would pull from. And so I can leave this signal on for as long as I want the corresponding mob to be in there, because this signal right here is in fact a pulse and will not be running constantly, so there will not actually be a loop. And that made it much simpler to just not have, because I was struggling with timing and stuff and it wasn't working, so I just did that. So now I can push the lever. I don't remember which one was in there last, but this Guardian lever, Guardian got in there. This should be Enderman. I haven't tried, yep, Enderman. This should be the yellow one. I forget, Blazes, I think. Yep, Blazes. And this one is, I guess I should check the boxes. A zombie and then skeleton? I haven't tested these. I just tested the first three, so we'll see. This should be zombie. There we go. And skeleton. Now, if two levers are pulled at the same time, I don't know what it will do. It'll probably pull the one that is closest to the spawner, based on how the wires work. But I don't actually know that. It doesn't matter. For all intents and purposes, this works, and it is completely modular. Like, I can expand this to 16 colors, and then if for whatever strange reason I use up all 16 channels, redstone channels on this, I can have one of those channels pointing to another modular set at this, and sort of have it be like a decision tree, but I doubt we'll ever have to get to that point. I mean, I've gotten, let's see, how much time do I have? It's just going to be sad. Time played, I'm number 1 with 384 hours. I only have needed 5 mobs up till now. I probably won't need that many more, but that's possible if it is necessary. The last thing I want to show you before I close the episode out, because we are running out, we are pretty much out of video time, is I did some building. I took a, lag spike, or not lag spike, rubber band. I took a break and did some more building over here, because I kind of got frustrated. I'm like, screw this, I just want to go build so I don't throw my computer out the window. So this is the stuff that I did. I think I started the episode kind of building out this area, and so I kind of brought this down. I have this little, I didn't really know what to do with this. Once I built it, I'm like, I don't know what to do with that. So I kind of made it like whatever that is. Added some poles around here to kind of support it. Having them be like flying whatever. It still looks kind of unsupported in terms of these poles, just kind of look like they're floating there, but I think that's okay. I can't think of anything else to add, and I think they're fine. I added these, whoa, lag? Hello? Server? Oh, I've got the scroll. Whoa, that was disorienting. I got these spirals of glass, and I also have a few of them over here bridging this walkway, like that. And I think the idea of these spirals right now is that this is actually a thing that kind of beams you up. Like, the glass is supposed to be spirals of light or energy, and like, if you were here, this wasn't just a thing built, you'd stand here and it would come and like lift you up. It's a shame Foolcraft is a 1.7 mod. Foolcraft had these blocks that you put them on the ground and they would give you like the levitation effect that shulkers give you, but like for as long as you're on them, or based on like the number of ones you had stacked would be the distance that it rose you up, and that would be super cool because I could like come right up here and it would lift me up here. But unfortunately, that mod did not update and is not in this pack, so that's sad. But that's just the these bowls right here. This the same design as I have over there, just kind of carrying that motif over. And the sandstone, I curved it a little bit of a different way. This was a pain in the ass, this shape here, is because I had to copy it to both things, and each time I have to spend like 3 seconds flying, and then I forget what I was trying to copy, so I have to fly back, and then back and forth, and oh geez. But I got it. It's not exactly the same. It is a little bit different, but it's not so much noticeably different. So I call that a success. So with that done, I'm gonna have to say good day to you, Internet, because that is the end of the episode. Thank you for watching.